Hey everybody, it's Miss Truth. I'm back again. Listen, y'all, I got some things on my mind that I want to share with you guys. And like I always say, if you want to leave a comment or if you want to, leave your opinion or maybe have something that you want me to talk about, then give me a call, 786-708-4966. But the topic today will have to be, what is or when is racial profiling necessary? Let me tell you guys. I just came back from off the road. I just came back from out of town. And I'm going to tell you exactly where I was. Well, not exactly because I really don't know the town. But I was on 33 East when it merges into 77 South, crossing over the West Virginia state line. Okay, so I had just crossed over West Virginia state line, maybe about 5-10 minutes in on the road. I'm on 33 East heading towards 77 South, right? Okay, so I'm minding my own business. I might have been, I was turning on my GPS on my phone, turning them back on to make sure I'm going in the right direction. But I'm driving normal, got my seatbelt on, not speeding at all. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, a cop car comes behind me, okay, with his little lights on. And he was in an undercover cop car because it was all black and there was no lights on the top. They were only in the inside and in the, the grill, the fender, in the front. Okay, so I'll pull over to the side, abiding by the law like I always do, but I'm confused because I don't know, what did he stop me for in the first place? I mean, I didn't do anything. I wasn't speeding. So I'm like, what in the world did he stop me for? So anyway, when he come up to the car, he's at the passenger side now, instead of the driver's side. And the first thing I ask him is, officer, what did I do? Well, he said something about, now it was real general. He wasn't even specific with it. Something how I merged the lane too fast or I merged too soon or something. It just sounded like a bunch of hogwash, but neither here and there. I didn't really say nothing, hand him my license. Now he attempts to grill me about just me. He say, well, where you heading to? I said, I'm heading to North Carolina. He say, well, what's in North Carolina? Because, of course, my license plates is not North Carolina. Okay. So, this is where one place I was traveling to. So, I tell him I'm traveling there for business, Oh, okay. Well, where you coming from? Well, it's on my ID. That's where I live, which is, I'm coming from there. He said, oh, okay, well, let me go ahead and run your license and you gather up your insurance and your registration for me. I said, okay, so he go back to do, what he do or whatever. I'm searching around the car looking for my registration, which normally I don't keep my registration in my car with me, only because somebody told me that was kind of dangerous when in case somebody break in your car or they steal your car, then they got the registration to your car so they can change it over and all this other stuff. So anyway, I didn't have it on me at the time, but the car is registered in my name. So clearly when you run the plates, you see it is me and you got my license. So, it is me. Okay. So I have my insurance on my phone, as we all do. We have everything on our phone now. So good thing I had that policy and everything on my phone, and it showed to where I had just paid the bill. So everything was up to date. So I'm waiting for him to come back to the car, and he don't come back to the car. He said, okay, well, bring it out here to me. Oh, let me backtrack. Before he goes off to take my ID, he asked me, he said, well, are you under the influence of anything, any narcotics or anything, or was you just on your phone? I said, no, I'm not under any influence of anything. I was just on my phone, and I showed him the phone because I did have my maps on my phone. Like I said, I had just turned my GPS back on. So I'm like, no, sir, I was just in my phone because I'm, getting the maps here to make sure I'm going in the right direction. As you see, I'm not from North Carolina, but this is where I'm going. Okay. So he seen that I was on the phone. So let's fast forward back to, he tells me to bring the registration and the insurance out to him. Now, since when they have you get out the car for anything, So anyway, I abide by the law, I get out and I take it back there. Now he has us standing in between his cruiser behind my car and behind my car. So he looked at it. He said, everything checks out. He said, so you don't have any narcotics or any drugs or anything going, not even just a little bit of weed? I said, no, sir. I don't have anything. I said, if anything, I have a black and mild in the ashtray. I don't have anything. You know what I'm saying? I don't do those things. He say, okay, now you sure? Yes, I'm positive. So then he asked me, do I mind if he did a light search of my vehicle? Now I'm standing there confused, but for those of us who ever been in an awkward situation, I really wasn't sure how to answer that question. Now in my mind, I'm saying no, because you really don't have no reason to. I didn't give you any reason to. You don't, it's nothing to suspect, nothing. Besides maybe I have a bunch of luggage. I have all my luggage in my back seat. Well, see, I only have my luggage in my back seat because I had things that was in my trunk. I had tires in my trunk, so I couldn't fit my luggage in the back seat. But he didn't ask about that. He just steady asking, do you have any drugs? Do you have any narcotics? So you saying if I search this vehicle, I won't find no narcotics, not even a little bit of weed? I said, no, sir, you won't find anything. Now he done asked me the same question about 6 times now, because he done asked me that 2 or 3 times when he got the license. Now he asking me this about 3 more times, that after you done ran my license and see that everything is clear. I have no record, mind you guys. Okay. I have nothing. Okay. So, everything is clear. I'm up to date on my insurance. My car is registered to me. Nothing, nothing. So like I say, in my mind, I'm saying no, but then I'm also thinking, if I say no, then what is going to happen to me? Is he going to call somebody else and have them to come out? Is he going to bring the dogs out? Or is he going to try to arrest me for not cooperating? You know how these police been acting. So all these thoughts are running through my head, and I'm a woman. I'm by myself. I'm by myself on this highway, and he's a Caucasian state trooper. You understand? And we're in West Virginia. Okay. Now that's clarify that. West Virginia. Okay. So I say, well, I guess so. I don't really consent to it, but if you feel like you need to, go ahead. You know what I'm saying? So he commenced to look in my vehicle. Now he looking in everything, glove compartments and the seats, underneath the seat. He done looked in my cooler, my lunch box. He go to the driver's side. He all digging in my purse. Then he goes to the back seat and he unzips my big, large luggage, and he's searching through my panties. And I'm just really amazed, what is going on? Then he asked me how to pop the trunk. So I popped the trunk, and clearly you see his tires. Bam. As soon as you open the trunk, it's tires in the car. I said, well, see, this is why I couldn't have my luggage in the trunk, because, I have my tires I have to put on my car in the back. He said, oh, well, gosh, it looks like you're moving. I said, well, I'm trying to if it's feasible, but if I'm traveling for business and I'm be gone for any length of time, this is normal luggage. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, he looks in everything, didn't find nothing. Then he turned around and say, well, everything checks out. I put your license in there on your seat. Have a good rest of the day, and be safe. Thank you for cooperating. So, I leave. Now, he didn't give me no ticket. He didn't give me anything. And I still don't understand, why did he feel a need to search my vehicle? Like I said, I don't have anything with me. I don't look suspicious. I don't look no type of way. Clearly, you seen I was on my phone, because I said that and I showed it to you. That's why, if you say I merged too soon or whatever the case may be, well, that's why. Probably because I was occupied with the phone. But that's it. So I really feel like he did an unlawful search. And a lot of people said that I should have told him no. I should have just said no. He didn't have a warrant and he didn't have a reason. And that was my thing too. I like I said, so a lot of times when we see officers, we tend to freeze up. That's why I really can't agree with people saying, oh, the boy pulled out a gun. Who gonna pull out a gun on an officer? Usually when an officer talking to you, you noited and scared. So what would possess you to pull out a weapon like you ain't gonna get killed for that? I mean, that's just common sense, but that's another subject here or there. So I'm saying is, I feel like I was profiled pretty much. You know what I'm saying? I was profiled and you figured you can get away with it because I'm a female and I'm by myself. I just felt like that was so unnecessary and so uncalled for, especially when you really didn't have a reason to stop me. You didn't give me no ticket. You didn't even give me a warning. You just kept asking me over and over again, is there any narcotics in there? Is there any narcotics? Just a little bit. It's like you kind of trying to coax me into saying yes, or you trying to put those words in my mouth. Well, this is a prime example of why people don't like police. Police is supposed to be there to help us, protect and serve, and instead they're using their power to abuse us. And I do not feel it's right, and I don't feel it was necessary. I wish to goodness that I could be thinking then what I'm thinking now, and I would have got his badge number and his name and the number of that cop car to report that. Okay? Because like I said, there was no reason why he should have stopped me. It really wasn't. And even if you did, like I said, for whatever you want to claim, it's still, you went above and beyond what you needed to do. Once you seen what I was doing, you see I have a bunch of bags and stuff in there, so I'm traveling. These bags don't look suspicious either, y'all. They luggage. I got a cooler there with my snacks and my water in it. You know what I'm saying? I got my seat belt on. I'm doing the speed limit to the T. Come on now. And you don't smell anything except for air freshener that I got hanging there, that's always been hanging there in my car. So what was the purpose of all this searching for? And that you searching so hard that you just know you gonna find something? I feel profiled, y'all. I really do. My trip was messed up from there on out. I mean, my nerves was a wreck. I couldn't drive good no more. Now I'm driving under the speed limit. Now I'm noited. I'm just looking around. It was the longest trip to North Carolina I ever had. I tell you that. All because of that BS. But I'm going to tell y'all one thing. God is good. God is good. Almighty is always there, because I said my prayer before I got on the road. I surely did. I always say my prayer to make sure I get there safely with no drama, no tickets, no accidents, no deers jumping out at me. I always said my prayer, and I must say he came through. He really did. That, like I said, he didn't give me a ticket, and he didn't haul me off somewhere and beat the living crap out of me just because he could, but still, it wasn't fair. It just wasn't fair. I wasn't treated fairly, and I don't feel it's right. So once again, y'all, if you agree with me, hit me up on Facebook. It's MS period capital TRUTH, Miss Truth. I'm on Facebook. You can post anything positive, comments, whatever the case may be. Instant message me. It's all well and good. If you want to leave me leave me a message on my number, it's 786-708-4966. Okay? So this is Miss Truth, bringing some realness to you guys, real live occurrences. But I'm still going to preach. Put positivity out in the air, and positive will come back to you. So make sure, you put yourself in other people's shoes and treat others as you would want to be treated. Okay, y'all? All right. Thank you guys for listening. I will be talking with you again.